All right, let me test the sound. Yo, yo, yo. Yeah. All right, sounding good, sounding good. Let me turn the volume down a little bit. Good morning, world. It's got to be 4 something in the morning. I know ain't nobody watching, but that's okay because we're here for a different purpose. But for the people who do uh, watch this later or whatever, I got a couple topics for today. But first, before we get started, you know how we get down. It's time for some theme song music. Let me see what we got. Share screen. You know how we do. You know, I'm not the progenitor of AI music, or I'm not the spokesperson for it, but I can say that it's cool. You know what I'm saying? So, but y'all know how I do. I make a new song for every episode. I write the lyrics. I let Suno make it, and then we see what we got. So let's listen to the first one. Take these fucking glasses off because I can't see that. All right.
It's a new year and I'm focused on being the best. No sweat. I wake up every day and work to be the best. Make moves similar to chess. Keep my heart safe so I wear a vest. I ain't tripping by the thing cause there's money on my mind. I'm about to blow 'em in my prime. I got the glow, I'm finna shine. Don't wanna go back to doing crime. I remember being locked up, then I lost my mind. But now it's the plug. Get plugged in. Always gotta keep it G, we thuggin'. Gotta get it every day, we gon' win. Gotta let them niggas hate, they gon' lose. Every method to get to the top, I'm gon' use. Let me hear. Yeah, it's the plug. Show some love to me, baby. I'm working hard for the paper, baby. I'll never stop. Got my scale in my mind in a couple shots. It's the plug.
Okay, I like that one. I like that one. He was kind of stabbing off at the same time. We could do better. Let's see what the other one got.
It's a new year and I'm focused on being the best. No sweat. I wake up every day and work to be the best. Make moves similar to chess. Keep my heart safe so I wear a vest. I ain't tripping by the thing cause there's money on my mind. I'm about to blow 'em in my prime. I got the glow, I'm finna shine. I won't go back to doing crime. I remember being locked up, damn near lost my mind. But now it's a plug, tugging. Always gotta keep it G, thugging. Gotta get it every day, we gon' win. Gotta let them niggas haters hate, they gon' lose every method to get to the top. I'm gon' use. Let me hear now. Yes, show some love to me, baby. I'm working hard for the paper, baby. I never stop. Got my scale in my mic and a couple shots. It's the plug. It's a new year and I'm focused on being the best. No sweat. Early in the morning, it's the plug, get the plug. Make some bacon or some eggs, it's the plug, get the plug. If you up to show some love, it's the plug, get the plug. Hit the club, they throwing hugs, it's the plug, get the plug. I be up late or early, cause the cheese don't sleep. I'm working, they say they work too, they be burping. You can only fool them people so long. I'm gonna be the plug till I'm gone. Yeah. It's the plug, it's the plug. Yeah, it's the plug, yeah, it's the plug, what do you know it's the plug?
Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation.
Every year I make a video predicting the future of the tech job market, and every single year people ask me what's coming next. Is it a good time to get into tech? Which tech skills should I be learning right now? 2026 is going to be one of the most pivotal years in the history of the tech job market, and the dust from the post-pandemic hiring boom has completely settled. The AI revolution is in full swing, and the way that we think about the safe tech careers has completely been shifted and turned on its head. So in this video, I'm going to give you my full unfiltered prediction for the tech job market in 2026. We'll talk about the jobs that are growing, the jobs that are shrinking, the skills that will make you the most amount of money in tech, and the one sector that will be the safest and most lucrative place to be for the next decade. Prediction number one, the end of the easy.
Hold on. So I don't know if y'all in the tech, but if you want to have a good career, if you want to make six figures, if you want to be able to work from home, if you want to be able to work from fucking Alaska, find you a tech job. I understand everybody not tech savvy. It's different stuff you could do. Everybody don't have to be a programmer. Everybody don't got to be a designer. Everybody don't got to be a that and a third. You can find something you interested in and get more into that. But especially like for dudes, just like look into tech. Just look into it. See if you can find something you like. I mean, if you're more comfortable, doing one of the trades, do that. But I'm trying to prepare you for the future. And also, I don't want you to have to come home all muddy and shit if you don't want to do that. That was my thing. I told my daddy when I was young, he did heating and cooling. I told him, I was like, look, man, I want to use my brain to get paid. I don't want to have to slave and work all day and not even to slave and work all day, because one thing you're gonna find out when you start your own business is you still gonna have to slave and you still gonna have to work all day. So it ain't gonna be no easier, but it's more rewarding. And even if you're not getting into your own business aspect of tech, it's still plenty of jobs. It's still plenty of skills that you could develop to make yourself viable in this changing economy.
Tech jobs. The era of the easy money and hiring for the sake of growth is completely over in tech. Companies are focused on profitability, not headcount. And what this means for you is that the bar is going to be much higher when it comes to tech hiring. Companies are looking for specialists, not generalists. They want people who come in and solve specific, expensive problems from day one. They're not going to want to have to train you up if you want to get top dollar. So
So is this up to date?
Mostly.
jobs in cybersecurity, cloud infrastructure, AI ML engineering, and infrastructure engineering as well. These are the roles that are going to make the most money. Because
now, I would definitely say cloud infrastructure is a good one if you don't want to do like heavy coding. That's pretty much it as far as like being involved in program development. You could also be a business analyst, which is something that I did at one point. And your job, what you need to do is basically speak to the business to see the qualifications that they want for the program. Then you take those qualifications to the developers, speak with them, have them develop that. Once they got it tested and working, you take it back to the business, see if they like it. If they need any changes done, you take those changes back to the developer, and it just becomes a continuous improvement process. So if that's something that you're interested in, look into being a business analyst.
and infrastructure engineering as well. These are the roles that are going to make the most money because these are going to be the core business roles that keep tech companies rolling and profitable for the next 10 years. The shrinking jobs are junior level roles without a clear specialization, project managers on non-essential projects, and any role that can be easily automated by AI. So now is going to be the time that you need to figure out how you're going to niche down in this new AI tech world. So when it comes to figuring out how you want to niche down, if you're just trying to get started in tech, I do not believe that help desk jobs are going away anytime soon. Yes, AI is here, but help desk jobs and entry-level IT support roles are still needed right now. And until that changes, you still have time to get your foot in the door. If you're already working in tech, you definitely need to be figuring out what your niche is going to be. If you work as a cloud engineer, you need to look at niching down. Do you only want to focus on AWS, or do you want to focus on Azure? Do you want to combine different skills and become a cloud security engineer? Or do you want to take a different approach, which is what I've been seeing from different job descriptions and new job opportunities, is focusing on companies that are transitioning from AWS and Azure to GitLab. And the reason why companies are transferring their stack from the more traditional AWS and Azure cloud infrastructure platforms is because of AI. GitHub is allowing companies to become completely AI enabled to where their code base is going to be able to be utilized by AI. So they'll have access to different AI tools. They'll have access to.
Now you hear her saying AI, and in order to position yourself ahead of that, you need to learn how to utilize AI to get jobs done. I built this entire program using AI. I mean, I did have to do a lot of micro work, error solving, logs, tracking problems over and over and over again. So you still need to know something about coding, but if you just know a little bit, if you know how code is structured, if you learn how data moves, then you'll be able to tell the AI what to do, help it solve problems. Because look, one thing that I learned, you can tell this motherfucker to do anything. It'll fuck around and put a picture of a moose right in the middle of your code if you don't tell it what to do right. So you got to know how to make those prompts. So learn how to make prompts, learn how to ask the right questions to get the results that you want.
to writing code with AI itself. And the only way that you're going to be able to do this for these companies is if they actually migrate from these different cloud platforms into GitLab and GitHub. So there's a completely new opportunity that's opening up for companies that want to be AI enabled and allow their software developers and software engineers to have access to different AI tools. So if you're trying to figure out what you should be doing to become more niche in your skill set, I would say just hit the job board. Start looking at the different job descriptions that are coming up. I'm seeing a lot more job descriptions that have AI in the front of the job titles. AI cybersecurity engineer or AI software engineer.
And that's the best way to really plug yourself into a job or a career field. Look at the job qualifications, look at what they want you to know, and go and learn it. Matter of fact, you could go and learn half of it and then start filling out applications. As long as you can put certain things on your resume, speak certain jargon, say that you know certain things, then they'll definitely invest in you if you're worth it.
Or even AI cloud engineer. There are different roles that are popping up that they want you to already have AI skills and allow their companies to become more AI enabled. So this is where there's a lot of opportunity at. But the only way that you're going to figure out which skills that you need that align to what your background is or what you're interested in is by literally going to the job description, seeing what interests you, and then starting to look to see how you can develop these AI skills. There's a couple of ways for you to develop AI skills. One of the easiest ways is going to be to go specifically to the vendor of the platform that you use on the day-to-day basis. So let's say you use Splunk on the day-to-day basis. You can go onto Splunk's website and see what type of AI training they already have available for you. And this pretty much works across the board. There's also going to be a lot of different AI tech certifications that come out in 2026. Some that I've been talking about on social media are CompTIA's Sec AI. Also, Cisco is coming out with an AI certification as well. NVIDIA has a bunch of different AI certifications. So you definitely should take a look at those AI certs. And if you all want me to come out with a full video on the different AI certifications that will actually help you make more money and become more marketable in tech, just drop a comment below and I'll make that video for you all. My second prediction is that AI is going to become a required skill, not a completely separate job. In 2024, AI engineer was the hot job title. In 2026, every tech job will be an AI job. And what this means is that you don't need to become an AI researcher. You need to learn how to use AI as a tool to make you better at your job. So if you're
Atera is the IT painkiller. Remote monitoring and management, remote access, help desk and ticket.
You're a cybersecurity analyst.
And that's another thing. Let me say this. Like, these don't just apply to tech jobs. This applies, even when I was talking about trades, this applies to trades too. All jobs at this point, regardless of how low they are on the totem pole, will be implementing different technologies and different AI things as they move along. Even, a lot of the older companies that are using, paper processes for things, they need databases built. They need data input tools. They may need to scan documents to be entered in instead of having people manually enter in the information. It's a lot of things. So you just need to be able to learn to use these things. You need to be comfortable with these programs and these apps and these processes. You need to at least understand at a high level what's going on. Then that'll enable you to learn and grow and learn on your own.
You need to know how to use AI to detect threats faster. If you are a cloud engineer, you need to know how to use AI to optimize costs and to be able to deploy more efficiently. If you're a developer, you need to be 10 times more productive with AI coding assistance. The skill that you really need to learn is prompt engineering, using AI APIs, and understanding how to apply AI to your specific tech domain. And prediction number 3, the rise of the boring tech jobs. Everybody wants to work at the cool, sexy startups, but those are the companies that are most at risk in a downturn. So this means that the smartest career move in 2026 is to go work for the boring companies in a stable industry. And some of those stable industries are industries like finance, healthcare, and especially government. And the reason why these boring jobs and boring sectors are better is because these companies aren't doing mass layoffs because their business is not based on the AI play. And these companies, they pay very well for tech talent because they have massive budgets. You're also going to get the work-life balance, and they value long-term employees, and they don't want you to get burnt out. Prediction number 4 is that the security clearance is going to become the ultimate career moat. So as the world becomes more unstable, cyber threats grow, and the demand for cleared tech professionals will skyrocket, this means that a security clearance is going to be the single most valuable asset that you can have in your tech career. And it's going to help make you more immune to layoffs because it guarantees you a high salary, it gives you access to the most interesting and impactful projects, and it gives you access to roles that most people don't have access to. I have even been seeing CEOs of
Also, look into if you are on your entrepreneur thing, you got a skill set and you got a company, look into government contracts. I might have to do a video on that as I'm learning about the shit because I don't know everything. I'm still kind of looking into it on my own. I'm looking at Utah right now. But a lot of these places need complete overhauls of their systems. And although when you look at some of the specs and some of the qualifications and things that they need, the scope is crazy. It's some shit you ain't never seen before. It's a super complex system. But with the help of AI, the appropriate prompts and the appropriate information and a mid-level of understanding, and maybe even, reach out to some professionals, because if you secure, $100,000 contract, I'm sure you could spend $20,000 to get some professionals in and make sure that shit goes the right way. It's just about how you manage your time, your money, and how confident you are, and how much you learn about it along the way to make sure that you're prepared accurately to handle these duties.
Startup companies step down from being CEOs and then go work for the federal government because GovTech is so stable. And I don't want you to get so caught up on the headlines. At the end of the day, as long as the government is here and the government is spending money, there will always be opportunities to make money in the government technology sector. So every big tech company is fighting right now to get as much money from the government as possible and help them on their next AI mission. The government wants to
follow the money. If you want to get a good job and you do have a good skill set already and you're really into this shit, just follow the money. See who just got fucking $60 billion from the government to do whatever. Learn how to do that, figure it out, and then approach them and see what's up.
America to be one of the leading nations when it comes to AI. This is the race that we actually need to win. So companies like OpenAI, Meta, AWS, Google Public Sector, Microsoft, there are many different big tech companies that are now fighting to get dollars from the government and to help them with their AI mission. And that's because when you are in this sector, it's going to be the most stable, because once the government gives one of these big tech companies or startup companies a contract, that is guaranteed money and guaranteed work that they will have for at least 5 years. So this is the type of shift that I predict that we're going to see in 2026. And this shift is already happening with the announce of the U.S. Tech Force.
The Office of Personnel Management is launching a new initiative today called the U.S. Tech Force. They're going to work alongside all government agencies and several top technology companies, including Alphabet, Apple, IBM, Meta, Microsoft, NVIDIA, OpenAI, and so many more.
And I believe that this trend is just going to explode in 2026. You will see news articles popping up every single day of tech companies that now are working with the government. Just remember that you heard it here first. And for you to be in the best position to take advantage of this new boom that's happening in tech, you're definitely going to want to make sure that you can figure out how you can get sponsored for a government security clearance. And you do not need to work for the federal government to get sponsored for a government security clearance. You can go and get sponsored by working at any of the big tech companies that are working with the government, or you can go work for a government contractor company that's going to sponsor you for clearance. Now, I've made a completely separate video on how to get sponsored for a clearance, and you can just click the link in the description and you can watch that video after this one. So here's the reality of 2026. The tech job market of 2026 will be more competitive, more specialized, and more focused on real tangible value. The easy jobs are gone, but the opportunity for those who are strategic has never been greater. So I want you to stop chasing the hype in your tech career and start building real AI-proof skills, and seriously consider moving into the stable, lucrative, and mission-driven world of the government technology space. And again, you don't need to go work for the federal government. Go look at some of these big tech companies and the other government contractor companies and the new government contractor companies that are coming up right right now, like Enduro or Shield AI, and take a look at these different roles and see all of the cool work that they're doing. So if you want to learn how you can land your very first tech contract and scale your tech salary, I'm having a completely free training that teaches you step by step on how you can get started. So if you like this video, make sure you...
Oh shit, what I do? All right, you know, we gotta like the video. So this is Simone B Tech. If y'all want to go check her out, this is her name. That's her channel. She got a lot of good tech stuff going on. Let's look at for my skilled trades people. Let's do something for y'all too. Then I'm gonna get to my list. Then I'm gonna get the hell up out of here. Damn. They don't even got a motherfucking... Hmm, 10 months ago. It's too far. I need something recent. All right, here we go.
Top 3 skilled trades.
Now, look, I talk shit about, all right, I don't want to come home dirty, but just understand something. At one point, I was about to be an electrician. I was signing up for the whole electrician school and everything because I ain't had shit going on with a second. So if you ain't got shit going on, but you can learn, you know how to use tools, look in the trades. Let's see what you're talking about.
It's facing severe labor shortages in 2025. Holy crap, guys. I just saw some numbers that blew my mind. We're not just talking about job openings and trades anymore. We're talking about crisis level labor shortages. I'm talking about industries that are literally begging for workers, offering signing bonuses, throwing benefit packages at people like candy. And most people have no idea this is happening. Before we get started, smash that like button and subscribe. All right.
You gotta always hit the like button. I'm fucking up my algorithm because it's one of my other channels, but fuck it.
All right, let's get into it. I'm about to show you the top 3 skilled trades facing the most severe labor shortages in 2025 and why this is the best news you'll hear all year if you're looking for a career change. Look, I've been in the trenches for almost 3 decades now. Started bending sheet metal in the union when most of you are probably still figuring out what you wanted to be when you grew up. 14 years climbing the ladder from apprentice to foreman, then took the entrepreneurship leap and started my own HVAC contracting business 15 years back. That's 29 years watching this industry evolve, change, and right now, struggle to find good people. What I'm seeing today, it's unprecedented. And if you're smart about it, it's your golden ticket. Here's what's happening right now. Baby boomers are retiring faster than a NASCAR pit crew. We're losing decades of experience every day. Meanwhile, everyone's been pushing kids towards college for the last 20 years. Get a degree. Get a degree. You don't want to work with your hands. Well, guess what? Now we've got a generation drowning in student debt, working at Starbucks with philosophy degrees. And even Starbucks is cutting down their workforce.
Yeah, because everybody can't do tech. Let's just keep it real. You know, everybody got to do something, but everybody can't do the same damn thing. That's the whole point of finding different paths in life.
While skilled trade workers are making $75K to $120K plus and getting signing bonuses just to show up. The irony is thick, people. Number 1, electricians. This shortage is insane. We're talking about a deficit over 80,000 electricians nationwide. 80,000. You know what's driving this? Everything going electric.
And then on top of that too, let's just be real. If you be an electrician or a plumber or whatever for like 4 or 5 years, all right, you made the money and everything, but you got the skill. You do a couple trades for a couple years, you could build a whole fucking house by yourself.
Solar panels, EV charging stations, data centers, smart homes. The demand is through the roof, but we don't have enough people to wire it all up. Educational breakdown, skills needed, basic math, understanding of electrical codes, ability to read blueprints, but mostly problem-solving skills. and not being afraid of heights. Daily responsibilities, installing wiring systems, troubleshooting, electrical problems, upgrading panels, working on everything from residential homes to massive industrial facilities. The money? Starting electricians are pulling 45K to 65K plus while learning. Journeyman, 65K to 95K plus, easy. Master electricians in major cities, 80K to 130K plus. And if you specialize, solar installation, industrial automation, data center work, you're looking at 6 figures, my friend.
Definitely data centers. If you're getting a data center work, boy, they're gonna fly your ass all around the country.
Getting started. Most states require school, like course careers or an apprenticeship, 2 to 4 years, depending on the path. But here's where the crazy part. Companies are so desperate, they're offering paid apprenticeships with full benefits from day one. Fun fact, the average electrician touches more advanced technology in a week than most IT workers. We're talking smart grid systems, building automations, renewable energy tech. It's like being Tony Stark, but instead of a cave with a box of scraps, you're in the attic with a box of wire nuts. Success story. I know a guy who started as an apprentice 5 years ago. Last month, he landed a solar installation supervisor job fast without any experience or college degree. Students across multiple will help you figure out if electrical work fits your goals. And then you can start the free intro course it suggests, just like students across multiple industries have used to break into high-paying careers fast without any experience or college degree. The intro course will show you exactly what the job is like and how to get hired within 4 to 12 weeks. I'll leave the link in the description and pinned in the comments below for you to check out.
Let me show you something that makes me furious every time I see it. This is a real tax return from someone making $284,972.
Oh yeah, I clicked the link. Shit, I'm about to check that shit out. Because even if I don't go be an electrician, I want to know how that energy flows. Should I fuck with enough shit? I got a whole fucking kit over here with wires and circuit boards that I've been working on for one of my other inventions and shit.
Number 2, HVAC technicians. This one hits home because it's been my world for nearly 3 decades. The shortage in HVAC is brutal. We're looking at a deficit over 115,000 techs nationwide, and it's getting worse every year. You know what I see every day? Contractors turning down jobs because they don't have enough people, turning down money because they can't find qualified techs. But for someone looking to get in, this is like finding oil in your backyard. Educational breakdown, skills needed, basic understanding of electrical systems and mechanical aptitude, customer service skills. But the big one, being comfortable with technology because HVAC systems are getting smart. Daily responsibilities, installing heating and cooling systems, diagnosing problems, performing maintenance, emergency repairs. And let me tell you about those emergency calls. The money? New techs start at 40K to 60K plus while training. Experienced techs? 65K to 100K plus, depending on location. Specialized work like commercial refrigeration or industrial systems, 80K to 120K plus. As a contractor, I've cleared well into the 6 figures for years, and I'm not special. I'm just persistent and good with customers. Getting started, trade schools like Course Careers, community college programs, or apprenticeships. Most programs are 6 months to 2 years. Here's something wild. HVAC work is like being a detective, a mechanic, and a therapist all rolled into one. You diagnose mysterious problems, fix complex mechanical systems, and explain to customers why their 20-year-old furnace finally gave up the ghost. But you're literally making people comfortable. When someone's AC dies in July in Phoenix, you're not just a technician, you're a hero. Success stories. I've seen apprentices become millionaire business owners. I've seen career changers go from cubicles to company trucks to their own shops.
Get your first job. The full course includes the skills to do the job and everything you need to actually get hired.
Number 3, plumbers. I know what you're thinking. Great. He's going to talk about dealing with other people's crap. And yeah, sometimes, literally. But here's what most people don't know. Modern plumbing is sophisticated work. We're talking about water systems, gas lines, radiant heating, and smart water heaters. And the shortage? Over 175,000 plumbers short nationwide. 175,000. You know what that means? Job security. That's literally recession proof, because no matter what happens to the economy, people need working toilets.
Everybody got a shit. And that's the thing. Another thing you got to look for when you're talking about job security. You got to look for something everybody's always going to do. Like, for instance, everybody's always going to need their grass cut. Everybody's always going to need snow removal. Everybody's always going to need their hair done, haircut, nails done. Everybody's always going to need to buy clothes. Everybody's always going to need to use water, electricity, heat, air. These things are not going anywhere. So if you know how to do those, a motherfucking recession don't matter. You always gonna have some way to get money. It's always gonna be somebody needing your services, or it's always gonna be a company looking for somebody that's skilled like you. So,
educational breakdown, skills needed, mechanical aptitude, problem-solving skills, customer service, and the ability to work in tight spaces. Also helps not to be claustrophobic. Daily responsibilities, installing water and gas lines, repairing leaks, unclogging drains, installing fixtures, working on everything from residential service calls to major commercial installations. The money? Apprentices start around $35K to $50K plus while learning. Journeyman plumbers? $55K to $85K plus. Master plumbers in major markets? $75K to $120K plus. Emergency plumbers? Time and a half, double time, triple time for holidays. I know plumbers making 150 plus just on emergency calls. Getting started.
yeah, I know a dude who make 24-hour mobile tire calls. He'll come change a tire or whatever in the middle of the fucking night. He'll also tax you a couple $100. But it's worth it, because what the fuck you gonna do at 2, 3 in the morning with a flat tire on Joy Road somewhere?
Most states require apprenticeships or trade schools like Course Careers, usually 2 to 5 years depending on the program and specialization. Fun fact, the word plumber comes from the Latin plumbum, meaning lead, because Romans used lead pipes. Good thing we figured out that was a bad idea. Modern.
All right, cool. So if you want to watch the rest of this, it's Jack of all trades. Good dude, holla at him. All right, so before I go, I want to read a couple of things. Let's see. Okay. Well, damn, what the hell? Let me see if I put it somewhere else. That's not what I want. Damn, where the fuck did I? It's smart water. The thread, facts, biggest of 2025. All right, let me ask Dog right quick. Hold on. Yeah, F it. I did have something prepared. What to expect in 2026 report. I can't find that bitch, so I'm making another one. Don't take long. All right, so I'm gonna read a little bit from this, and then I'm probably get the fuck out of here. Maybe play a video or something, and then I'm gonna get out of here. So 2026 won't be about mass layoffs or mass hirings. It'll be about sorting. The job market is shifting from credentials to capability, titles to output, employment to leverage. Jobs won't disappear overnight, but job security, as people understand it, will. Companies are quietly restructuring around efficiency, automation, and flexible labor while keeping headcount optics stable. The result? Two very different experiences inside the same economy. What's actually changing? So this year, most companies will operate with smaller core teams, more contractors, vendors, and fractional roles, higher expectations per employee. Hiring will look slower on paper, but work will still get done. Just by fewer people wearing more hats. Safe jobs won't be safe because of industries anymore. They'll be safe because the person holding them knows systems, can replace themselves, or control something critical. Winners in the 2026 job market are people who thrive in 2026 tend to share a few traits. They solve problems, not tasks. They can operate tools, not just use them. They understand how money moves through a business, and they can explain what they do in plain language. Roles that stay strong, technical operators, not just engineers, but system thinkers, skilled trades, tech hybrids, sales, growth, and revenue adjacent roles, operations, logistics, compliance, and infrastructure, AI augmented creatives and analysis. These people won't job hunt that much. They'll just get pulled. They just pull up on them like, hey, get in the car. So who's going to be struggling? The most pressure will hit people who rely on titles instead of results, who only know one narrow tool, who need constant instructions, can't adapt outside of their job description. Mid-level managers without leverage roles are especially vulnerable. They're too expensive to keep and too abstract to defend. Now, here's a new reality. In 2026, your resume matters less than your proof. That's a big one. If you say you can do it, they'll give you a chance. Just don't fuck up. Your network matters more than your application. And we always know that it's not about what you know, it's about who you know. But what you know definitely helps a lot. Side income and optionality become survival tools, not luxuries. So you always got to keep a second income. You always got to have another business in mind that you're working on, because when one business ends, another one begins. The question shifts from what do you do to what can you handle? Employment will still exist, but ownership of skills, systems, and outcomes will matter more than employment itself. So here's the bottom line. 2026 isn't the end of jobs. It's the end of pretending jobs are the strategy. Those who adopt early won't feel the pressure. Those who wait will feel like the rules changed overnight, even though the signs were everywhere. So that's it. That's it for my presentation. So yeah, basically, you got to upskill yourself. You got to learn new things, or at least begin to learn new things, and then approach these companies and let them know what you're trying to do. And then even after you work for a company for so many months or so many years, you can take what you learn and apply that plus your skills to opening your own business and becoming profitable for yourself. So what I just read was a report. I don't know if anybody remembers, I do the Legacy Shift reports for $5 on Gumroad. If you go to my Facebook page, you'll see the Legacy Shift Collective. There's a lot of information in there about the reports and what they do. So if you're looking for information on a specific topic, a deep dive into an industry, into different technologies emerging, things like that, I do have a report for you for that. So make sure you check that out. Other than that, we're going to exit with some of my music because, nigga, I'm dope as hell. What are you talking about? We're just gonna go ahead and play Ain't for Free because that's the newest video out. So let's go ahead and watch Ain't for Free by me.
Yeah. 2022. Yeah. Back. Blaze. What up, Chef? What up, Mike?
I've been in it trying to get it, still don't feel like I'm winning. 20,000 in it, spending money every minute. Should've bought a car, should've bought a crib to live in. I might end up being homeless with some records that was hitting. Rich and broke, I'm indifferent, I'm the one that had the vision. Trying to build a future, I ain't trying to make a living. Now I'm back to taking trips, it's a risk, but I ain't tripping. It's a lifestyle of business, it's my life that I'm bitten. Stay strapped in my city, step back or I'm spitting. Stack up every penny, get racks, and I'm dipping. Got a little, it's a lot, I say that cause I was broke. All the shit that I've been through, nigga, you don't even know. Been places by myself that most niggas wouldn't go. And I stayed, touchdown in the city and got paid. Deeply rooted off the tree. Sorry if I'm throwing shade, but I'm chill. Keep it real from the cradle to the grave.
I'm not about to play with you. I got too many things to do. I swear a nigga gotta make these moves. Cause I ain't got no time to play with a nigga or a bitch who ain't never did a motherfucking thing for me. These people wanna waste my time, but my time ain't for free.
I got habits, get money, spend it fast. I get anxious when I got less than 50 in the stash. I've been sick, I hit the booth, take my meds and wear a mask. If it's paper on the floor, trying to find out where it's at with a flashlight. Locked up for trying to get my cash right. Rich when I was broke, I was a baller in my past life. Tired of these shooters trying to see what that jag like. You talking about some fucking hard times, I done had mine. Beam on a stick, gun look like a lightsaber. Try and buy a crib up in the woods, I don't like neighbors. I be thanking God for this music, it's a lifesaver. I'm trying to get that call up the jet so we can fly paper. Shit. And I feel like I'm close. Plug called back, said he got 100 bowls. So I'm dusting off my scale and I'm plugging up my phone. Smoking out the pound while I'm bagging up these zones.
I'm not about to play with you. I got too many things to do. I swear a nigga gotta make these moves. Cause I ain't got no time to play with a nigga or a bitch who ain't never did a motherfucking thing for me. These people wanna waste my time, but my time ain't for free.
Not today. No, I don't wanna today. Yeah, fuck this job. I'm getting tired of my supervisor over my shoulder all day. Fuck this check. They take out taxes, then I pay bills. And then there's nothing left to play. My 30-minute lunch break is 5 minutes long. It be time to go to work soon as I sit down. I should quit right now, go home and sell pounds. But I smoke up all the weed before I even sell an ounce. But I don't wanna go to work today. I don't wanna go to work today. I don't wanna go to work today. I don't wanna go to work, yeah. My co-workers be in my business, around me sniffing, cause I be smoking on break. They should be lucky that I be smoking, cause if I didn't, they could get punched in the face. I wanna take a trip, but they deny my time off. I'm gonna call in sick before I get lost. I wish I was rich, I wouldn't work at all. But these bills piling up, can't have the lights off. But I don't wanna go to work today. 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 Ooh, I don't wanna go to work today. I don't wanna go to work today.
Before I go, just want to let you know that this tonight's stream was brought to you by Streamline, platform built for streamers and podcasters. Stream anywhere, anytime. It's coming soon. We're in beta testing right now. This is actually one of the beta tests, and the test is going pretty good. Can't wait for the whole world to have it. Other than that, this is John motherfucking Blaze signing off.